I'm Nicole Sandler, back in Studio C for the second of our doubleheader today, and it's my pleasure to welcome Ween to the studio.
Hi.
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 So you're Aaron and Mickey, but you're also known as Dean and Jean Ween.
Yeah.
Right.
Took on that alter ego kind of thing, like maybe like the Ramones.
Yeah, exactly.
They all
like
became
Ramones.
Ramone
I
thing.
like to think so.
Okay, I like that. The new Ween album is called White Pepper, and Ween is fairly new to our audience because we haven't played any of your past stuff. I'll be honest with you right off the bat. But the first single that your label is working from this record has a real Beatles-esque flavor. And in fact, it's called Even If You Don't, which you're not going to play for us today because there's no piano here. But the album's called White Pepper, and before I heard the rest of it, I thought, well, maybe that's a takeoff on the Beatles thing, too, with the White Album and Sgt. Pepper's.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Sergeant White Pepper.
Sergeant White Pepper.
Grab your
But
revolver.
then I read a New York Times review that said it was a drug reference.
Yeah, we don't know where they got that from, actually. That's not true at all. We never said it. And nor is it...
I said it.
Half. Did you?
Yeah. I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that's where it came
Aaron
from.
was driving somewhere.
Okay.
But,
Was I kind of anywhere near bass, or was that just something I made in my mind?
I was thinking more of like the table spice, white pepper that you cook with or whatever, and then to mess it up even more, we put the white bell pepper on the cover.
Uh-huh.
But then the Beatles thing, it wasn't as obvious to us as it.
Have other people made
obviously.
that connection?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's definitely your artwork is lovely. Because in the middle there's pictures of all kinds of peppers, and then the back is all white.
It's just nothing. Yes,
white,
it's just
yeah,
stock.
so-
Yeah.
It's white. I thought I'd see lyrics, but no, you have to go online to get those.
Right,
Yeah.
that's our little way of
Getting people to the
exploring,
website.
yeah, bringing people to our merchandise.
All right, well, Ween is with us in Studio C. It's actually just you two guys. The rest of the band will be with you tonight at the Palace.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you going to do for us first?
Back to Basom.
A song from White Pepper called Back
A couple
to
songs we're
Basom.
going to do today from that.
Cool.
All right. Reaching out now and I touch your face. Please believe I'm only traveling, like seeking wonder from a foreign place. It matters not from where I'm coming, and the snow so light is bleeding. We sleep so tight when we're breathing. Come a little pine of soul creeping. Calm the light, let me fly back to Basom. Calm the light, let me fly back to Basom. Left to locate the last trace of waste. I picked it up and it was smiling, just like the dancer who has lost her leg. She laughs and knows, but then she's crying. The snow so light is bleeding. We sleep so tight when we're breathing. Come a little pine of soul creeping. Calm the light, let me fly back to Basom. Calm the light, let me fly back to Basom.
Ween live in Studio C on Channel 103.1. That was really nice.
Thanks.
Back to Basom, a song found on the new album White Pepper. Now, you guys met in high school. You've been playing together ever since. And you started like this, just the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you would play live, you had bass and drum on a tape.
On cassette, yeah.
Yeah,
And you did that for quite a while.
Like
for years.
10 years,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
It's just something that we did for fun, just, after school or something.
Uh-huh.
We like to hear ourselves on tape.
But when you'd go out and play gigs, that's how you would do it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'd have a tape machine.
Eventually, it was actually once we got on Electra with the third record, and we started, obviously touring a lot more than we were used to. We were able to go overseas. In addition to America, it started to get a little bit. We knew we had to switch to being a band. It was just getting too uninteresting every night.
Well, you also don't have the luxury of spontaneity when you're...
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
we did. It was in a different sort of way, though. It was much more of like a chatty. We would talk as much as we would play on stage.
Yeah.
Well, you have something like 6 or 7 albums out now. Is
I
that...
think this is the 8th, actually.
Wow.
We have a lot.
Well, like I said, our audience is just learning your music, actually, because of this song, even if you don't. The image of Ween that some of us have in our minds is more raw, louder,
Right.
Not necessarily something that would get played here, but the reaction I get to the song is, like I said, conjures up images of the Beatles. In this New York Times story, they kind of compare you to Frank Zappa in terms of your lyrical content and the fun and the ironic twists you have in your songs. Do you go along with that at all?
Yeah, I'm a Zappa fan up until he started getting a little too sarcastic and a little too jaded.
A little mean.
Yeah,
Little mean.
little too bitter. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much all the stuff he did in the '70s. Mm-hmm. I like the Mothers of Invention though. He was cool then.
I like that comparison. Another one that I'm kind of hearing is XTC.
Yeah, we're influenced. We love music. Each one of us has a really huge, extensive collection of music, and
I think we're probably more influenced. We love XTC. I think I have all their. I bought all their records as they came out up until about like the Big Express or something. I think we're probably more influenced by the same bands that inspired XTC, though.
Yeah.
We're probably all Beatles junkies,
And that's evident, I think, in a lot of your
the
sounds.
British music, especially.
I think what comes across in this album, though, is a lot of different influences and musical talent as well. You have one song in here, "Bananas and Blow," that is just completely out of left field, but it shows that you're not one-dimensional at all. Ween is with us in studio. Do people call you Dean and Gene, or do they call you Aaron and Mickey?
whatever they want to call us.
Yeah, never.
Whatever makes them happy, they can call.
Never heard anyone.
You can call me Gene.
On the road.
All right, the show is tonight at the Roxy. I'm sorry, at the Palace, and you're going to do another song for us.
We're gonna do a song from White Pepper called "Flutes of Chi."
Very Brit rock. You are, that you'd like to be, will come in free, my friend. Times thine inequity, the flutes of the Chi will sound again, my friend. Right wrap yourself up with gold. The fruits of the old are ripe to be told, my friend. For it's not what you are, how you'd like to be. All this will end and begin again. You are, that you'd like to be, will come in three, my friend. Times thine inequity, the flutes of the Chi will sound again, my friend.
That's Ween live in Studio C.
Whoa.
Flutes of Chi, a song found on the new album White Pepper. Thank you so much for coming up, guys. Show tonight is at the Palace. Still some tickets left, so check them out. And
Cool.
thanks for visiting. Good
Thank
to
you.
see
Thanks.
It's Channel 103.1.
You've been listening to the 9 o'clock replay from